How's it going, guys? We are back with more Riven. Let me get everything set up properly. You would think I would have learned by now, but no. I don't like to do things like a normal person would, apparently. How are you all doing anyway? I'm marvellous, thank you for asking. Start the saved game. Wolfulv number 5. Right. So, based on my notes, here's the thing. We got, and we know that we got, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. No, 1, 2, 3, and 5 in numbers, right? And they're the same numbers as the symbols on the eye sockets. And if you remember, number 4 was one that just wouldn't appear, and I couldn't be bothered to RNG it. So, here's my thoughts. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well, 1, 2, 3, and 5 are the same symbols as on the eyes. So we should be able to infer that one of them is number 4, right? So it must be the only one I don't have another symbol for. Which means, lucky me, I think that number 4 is like this weird upside down L symbol. Now those eyes also relate to sounds. We figured that out last time. But if they also relate to numbers, then that means there must be an order to it, right? I'm not wrong. I'm right. So if we agree with that, then I know that animals relate to the animals we've seen. The sounds the animals make is the sound that a number on the eyeball makes, and that number must be the order that we press it in. Unless I'm totally wrong. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. But I guess if I am wrong, we'll go back to square one, I suppose. Those are my thoughts and feelings anyway. Let's see if we can escape this hellhole of submarinery. Right, apparently this is the glitched. What? So this is the glitched place. Well, hopefully I never need to travel on the submarine again. So I say screw it, let's go. I was in here, right? I think. Hey, J2 Trumpet, how's it going, mate? I am enjoying Riven. Yeah, it's difficult, to say the least. Sorry, my Twitch has decided to play up. I can't see any chat messages. How are things going with you, buddy? That will have to do. That'll do for now. You know the game pretty well. That might come in handy because I've spent about, I don't know, 7 hours wandering around aimlessly. I think I've just about figured out that the eyeballs on the island relate to... So they're numbers, and they've got a sound, which I think relate to animals that you see. And I found all of these animal statues in this secret room, which I couldn't figure out before, so I'm guessing the order of the number is the order you press them in. If I can remember which one you press first. But I do have my handy dandy notes. So one was a straight line which related to the one with no sound, I think. Two is like a curved arc, which is the beetle. Three was like the K symbol. Maybe the frog. You say good deduction. I've spent hours just wandering around aimlessly. I kind of got the idea that the animals related to these last time, but I didn't know there was an order to them, so I struggled. Four, I've put bear, pig. I don't think it's a bear or a pig. I think it's the swimming, like dinosaur things. Which means five must be the whale. And the one with no sound must be the fish symbol that we saw. Yeah, I finished Myst before this one, but it was the Masterpiece Edition. So I played through Myst, Masterpiece Edition, then I'm playing through this one, and the plan is to just go through all of them. I don't know if they're still on Humble Bundle, but about a month ago they were, and I kind of bought the set. So I thought, hey, why not? Why not? Right, one of these looks like a fish. I think it's this one. You're number one. Number two is a beetle, and I think there's a few that look like a beetle. It's either you... Might be a crab. That might be the frog. Oh, you? Let's go with this one. Riven's a lot less linear than Myst. There's a ton you can explore before you really start solving puzzles. Yeah, I spent probably 2 hours spinning. You know the spinny room at the start, like right near the very start. I spent about 2 hours trying to figure out that until someone on the stream told me that I'd seen everything I needed to and I needed to go away. Yeah, the five-sided room. They kept saying I needed to draw it out, but then someone else in the chat was saying that I needed to just brute force it because it was funnier. And I'm quite lazy, so I brute forced it. Which didn't go to plan, as you can imagine. Right, the third one's a frog. It's either that, not you, or maybe that. I'm gonna try this one. 4, I've put bear pig. I'm pretty sure it's the swimming dinosaurs, which is probably... maybe that? What did they look like? I can't even remember. No, not you. Oh, maybe this, yeah. Now the 5th one's the whale, and I think there's a few potential whales as well. It could be you. You've got feet, it's not you. I don't think it's that one. You've got legs. Is that the one I said already? Could be that one, or... no, that's like some kind of weird bug. Or that one. Let's try that one. Okay, this is new. Huzzah! Thank you, my friend. It feels so good to actually do something. So, there was this puzzle I was struggling with. There's the... like, there's some spinny balls that whenever you stop them, they give you a little symbol. I've got no idea what that is at the moment. And there's one more thing as well. Oh yeah, so in those spinny balls, when you stop them, there's like a slider puzzle with books in. Now that I've figured out that these symbols mean numbers, I think maybe I can figure that out. I'm pretty sure in the dude's office there was some numbers somewhere, but they don't look like the numbers that I wrote down, so who knows really. Okay, what is this? Since they told me about prison books, I don't like touching them. Okay, a whole new world. With a blob tree. Wait, is that the thing that's on the front cover of the game? I was supposed to click it. Don't get trapped or die. I know, right? I was so pissed off with the guy at the start, Atris, or whatever he's called. I'm too busy writing in this book. You have to go in for me. By the way, there's no way to get back out again. Okay, cool. No, not a problem. I'll just go and do that then, shall I? Cool! Right, that's me dead. Glad I saved. Ending 9. The bad one. I told you not to die. I know, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm still alive. What? Yeah, I'm not dead yet. They can't keep me down. Poison means nothing to me. And my mind is a compass. Okay. Okay. I feel like this is progress. They've given me an empty bowl. Thanks, guys. And I can't get out. This place looks very lived in, though. Okay. Away. Wait, what's happening?
Katrina e now da saya palo. Yapa ay manay yalepo. Miotisay. Bekaretere wirape yelo kene falapo. Tisay.
What?
Paite fulupe.
I mean, I don't really trust you. You've locked me in a cell and poisoned me. But you have given me... Long time missed nerd. Yeah, to be honest, they're games that completely passed me by when they were released. Well, because what was this one? 97, I think. The first Mist was 93. But I did have a friend who would play it all the time, so I'd go around to visit, and if he was in the middle of a game, I'd just have to sit there watching him play Mist. Um, so like, I have vague memories of Mist, but I never really played them myself. Anyway, I'm gonna override that with this now that. So we've got. No, that's the original one. What is this? I linked to Riven a week ago. The smell of the place overwhelmed me moments before I could see anything. With my sight only partially cl cleared, clear, I stood motionless, peeping ahead through a dim veil which was slowly lifting. There was a violent, oh, your handwriting, violent something, and something appeared. I remember breathing slowly and very deeply, tasting the familiar Riven air, but not recognizing a thing. I trust I I must have been hit with the dart right away. Ah, same as fucking happened to me. I thought it was an insect bite at first. I'm trying to remember it all, but it's difficult. Maybe because of the drug. There was a voice. A man I did not recognize stood before me. Rivenese, though he was weeping. Wait, oh, wearing. wearing Oni dress. He seemed to be talking to me, but the poison was already taking effect. A shadow crept in, and I fell asleep. Yeah, I know, right? What is this handwriting? I struggled with the other book, but not like only the occasional word. This is really difficult. I'm also on my girlfriend's widescreen, and I don't think the resolution's helping at all. Then there were many voices, but I understood none of them. Like hundreds of people whispering, I couldn't wake up. No matter, the dream did end, and now to be here with Gati. What? It's been so many years, I didn't realize how much I missed her. Like a piece of me that I had forgotten, I'd lost. She's beautiful, and so full of warmth, but the years have also left her with a wound which was not there when we were children. I do wish she were more interested. I write quickly from my prison. Nelak? Nelak will return your book, which... Ah, this is to me! I write quickly from my prison. Nelak will return your book, which the moiety intercepted upon your arrival. Ah. After questioning her, I've concluded that it was written by Atris for a very specific purpose. Gen will don't desire to use it, although he may have suspicions. If you can find my prison, you will still need the combination to release me. Gen keeps it in his office. Then, I assume, we're to sign... What? Then I assume we're to signed Atris. Find? Signed? I don't know. I think I know how it might be done, but don't signal him. Oh, signal, of course. But don't signal him before I am released, Catherine. Okay. I do wish you were more interested. It seems like I'm asking all the questions. It's awkward. No, she asks me where I've been or what I've been doing. This hurts, but I understand. Their beliefs are form born out of ignorance and oppression. They are a gentle people, but they've had their nest destroyed, and now they frantically cling to anything that might save them. Oh, there are transcripts online. Um, maybe. This is quite fun though. But why have they chosen to cling to me? I'm confused. As a child, I always felt out of place here. I never belonged. They misunderstood me, and I couldn't relate to them. But now I'm overwhelmed by an intense feeling that I owe everything to them and this place. I thought I would never see them again, and yet I'm here. I've been given this second chance. But a second chance of what? Saving them? Fulfilling their prophecies? Being their savior? Oh, is this Gen's journal? Journal. The moiety, Atris would want me to chronicle all that I've learned. I am at least I can at least record some of it. It seems that when Atris and I trapped Gen on Riven. Oh, okay, so no, it's not. It's not Gen's journal. Never mind. On Riven many years ago, our efforts were. Oh, it must be Catherine's then. Our efforts were witnessed by most of the inhabitants here. Two of the Rivenese even witnessed the confrontation with Gen at the fissure, where I linked back to Mist and where Atris threw himself into the abyss. Of course, they understood little of what they were seeing, but they somehow were able to guess that we had won, that Gen was no god at all, but only a feeble impostor, a false god, and that we had trapped him here on Riven. I always hoped they would deduce this simple truth, but their further conclusions have astonished me. Atris had stripped Gen of his power, therefore Atris must be a true god. As a god, he was choosing me, the spiritful misfit from a Rivenese womb, to be his wife. I was transcending into deity and would bond over Riven forever. Lord over Riven forever. Thus the moiety, as they called themselves, were born, a dissident society, sworn enemies of Gen. I did not know of their belief regarding Atris and myself until 2 days ago. She's wrote that word a number of times now, and I have no idea what it says. Gutty. Gutty was for it's Catherine's general. Yeah, I kind of figured. I I was hoping it was Gens to be honest, but we've already found one of his. So for some reason, Gutty. It must be a name, right? Gutty, I guess, was for some reason hesitant to tell me. I can't figure out why. I know she doesn't believe these things. Of course, everyone she assumed, everyone there, everyone something, assumed that I would be aware of my own god status. So they made no effort to inform me. I only realized it at a recent gathering to which I was invited. I sat at the front of a dimly lit and crowded cave as they told a mythical story of my own life, acting out the battle between Atris, myself, and Gen at the edge of the fissure. The events had been exaggerated into grandiose proportions. It was offensive, but I was unable to stop it. I was unable to break the illusion, which is the very foundation of their hope and purpose, and which has given them courage to band together and rebel against Gen. Since then, I have learned of other doctrines and beliefs that have evolved, the most disturbing of which is the conviction that one day I would return to Riven to free them. Some believe that I will overthrow Gen, others believe that I will bring them to paradise. I hope that doesn't mean anything. I don't know how to deal with this. I fight it myself. I love these people, my only real kindred, but they will not love me as an equal, which hurts me. I would rather be their slave than their master. That we see everywhere. That's all over Riven, that symbol, like giant sword dagger things. Let me just read what you're saying, sorry. If you don't know, there are three Mist novels that give a ton of backstory. In fact, Cyan just announced this week that the first novel, The Book of Atris, just got republished for Mist's upcoming 30th anniversary. That book in particular tells the story about the relationship between Atris, Catherine, and Gen. The dagger is the symbol of the moiety. Ah, thank you. No, I had no idea there were novels about it. I kind of assumed everything was just like in-game journals. That's interesting. I'll have to look those up, I think. Over the years, Gen's power has become greater and greater. The moiety's numbers have grown, and they have become more and more adept at hiding themselves. They now live in a complex network of caves that he still has not discovered. The moiety, for the most part, have completely severed their relationship with any of the Rivenese that chose against joining them. But I hope they've not sacrificed vital limbs in order to remove the cancer. Even Father and Grant are still on the surface in Gen's domains. Grant? Father and Grant. Still on the surface in Gen's domains, and I long to see them. But a dimness shrouds Gutti's face every time I mention them. Since this break took place, they have interfered with the surface of the superficial ways, occasionally sabotaging one of Gen's constructions or stealing food from the villagers. They wear strange masks and costumes during their short forays to the island's surface and take this something very seriously, refusing to be seen by anyone outside the moiety unless they are properly attired. They get much pleasure out of the fact that those on the surface are frightened by these costumes, acting, calling, calling them evil spirits or ghosts. I feel like a child reading this thing. Seriously. It's like I've forgotten how to read and I'm learning it all over again. It was during one of the expeditions that they fortuitously rescued me from one of Gen's guards when I first appeared on the island. Otherwise, I'm sure I would have been delivered to Gen immediately. I've no doubt that he's now searching for me. Of course, I am now aware that I was fooled. Atris is not here. I was at first devastated by this realization. Now I am thankful. He would be in extreme peril here. Also, there is a quiet inner voice, an echoing remnant that wants him far away. I have just witnessed an age dying, gasping its last breath. Today I return to the surface to see what has become of this island. I hoped it would not be as bad as the moiety had reported. It was worse. They have become slowly accustomed to its steady decay, but I was devastated. The lips from which the kiss is wrought has fallen, words will fall, cold breath. The womb from which the cry released has surfaced, hurt with suffered death. To get to the surface, we had to travel through a complex series of doors and passages. Before the last of these doors, they offered me a weapon, which I accepted, and then a mask. I held the mask in my hands for a while, wondering what sort of terror it might invoke in those members of my family who still live on the surface. But I also knew I must keep my identity hidden from Gen's ever-vigilant eye, so I accepted it as well. Then, together, we swam a short expanse and emerged out of the surface of the ocean under a rocky overhang. The mask, no, harsh sunlight made my eyes sting, and the fresh, rich air was exhilarating after these past weeks in the dark cave. The two men with me were silent, communicating only with hand signals. The three of us emerged from the hiding place and made our way to the top of the plateau. At the edge of a thick and overgrown area of its forest, they stopped, opened, no, peered through the foliage for a moment, and then turned to me as if waiting my command, but could not respond. I'm fact. In fact, I found it difficult to move. I was smelling, hearing, and breathing my youth. This swept over me in a matter of seconds, but in seconds more, all feeling was gone. There was numbness. The daggle is a symbol of the moiety. Ah, okay, that makes sense. When Catherine talks about her and Atris trapping Gen on Riven, that's in the book. Okay, yeah. I think I remember reading that actually. Because doesn't Gen think that he's dead? Or he like suspects he might be still alive, but he's... Oh, he knows he's trapped, doesn't he? Yeah, of course he does. We did not stay long on the surface, but it was long enough to see the worst. Riven, which was once one island, has split open into 5 distinct pieces. Okay. So it was all one island before, and now it's 5 islands connected by this weird monorail, I presume Gen's built. About half a mile apart. From of these have been claimed by Gen. 4? Oh, 4 of these have been claimed by Gen as his exclusive domain. Only his ministers and personal militia are even allowed access to them. From my vantage point at the edge of the forest, I could see 3 of these islands. They are stripped of their forest beauty and are riddled with Gen's self-absorbed constructions. The moiety merely visit these closely guarded places. Rarely visit. There is another island which I could not see, as it had evidently crept away to a terrific distance. The moiety are very unclear as to what exists on this island, except for the fact that they know it is where the great tree used to exist. The forest is located on the island that the surface dwellers and the moiety still refer to as Riven, but they also still refer to their entire world as Riven. This island is where the village is, which has changed dramatically. It is also the one remaining province of the people, though Gen's influence can be seen everywhere. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Of course, I know the reason for the fracturing of the islands. The moiety do not. Gen wrote this place, and it will die, as all of Gen's ages eventually die. I feel nothing today. I am nothing. I live in a cave on a dying world inhabited by people that they are treating me so strangely. They don't know how to relate to a god. I'm still an outcast here. They whisper among themselves, talking of my bravery during my excursion to the surface, how I walked across the island, bold and unafraid. They don't know me. Even Gati is uncomfortable around me. At times, there is no awkwardness, and I am only Katran to them. Katran. But at other times, I am something else. I am afraid. There's such a gaunt numbness inside of me. Today, I do not feel closeness with my people. Neither am I offended by their worship of me. I do not hate Gen. I don't feel anything. I'm not even sure of, crossed out, at least Nella is still close. I am boiling. I am. Gen is making and writing books. I wish they had told me sooner. Atreus should have realized this would happen. Of course, Gen would have written all of the materials necessary to the Oni craft of making books into this age, and probably every other age he ever wrote. He is attempting to write his own way out of here. We did not imprison him. We only delayed him. This age has become his factory, and the people are his machines. All let something in his mad pursuit to become a god, to carry on his. Oh, you need to sort your handwriting out, girl. To carry on his mantle, only cause. So far, he has not been able to produce a fully functional book. Atreus has never believed in destroying, but I don't know what else to call it. It's too perfect. It's too much of a coincidence. They hang on my every word, though they do not understand them. I am their hope, and now I have returned. I owe this to them. There is no choice. That's the thing at the start of the game. That's the thing we saw at the very start of the game that I spent about an hour fiddling with no idea what to do. Fun tidbit from the novel. Catherine is Rivenese and her original name was Katran. When Atreus first met her, through her Rivenese accent, he thought she said her name was Catherine, so that's what he called her ever since. Okay, that makes sense. So she is properly Rivenese with a Rivenese name, and he just can't pronounce it properly. Got it. It's been a long time since my last entry. It is hard to recognize, but I have found the star fissure. It is located on the island which the Rivenese call Alapo, meaning water pool, but which is referred to by the moiety as Aktuan, meaning pool of stars. Having since allowed Atreus to escape this age without leaving an open door behind us, it has since been sealed with a skin of heavy iron. A crude telescope has been mounted over the locked viewport, the combination to which was acquired by the moiety before my arrival. This is the code to the star fissure, which I believe is 5, 5, 2, 2, 5. If my memory is anything as good as I think it might be. In the early days, the moiety seeking an escape from the river. Wait a minute. The numbers are correct. Good. Good, good. I like how I wrote the actual symbols and not just the numbers that I was supposed to. 55225. I have a feeling we're not supposed to open this yet, though, until we've trapped Gen and rescued Catherine, because this must be the signal, right? Opening this will be the signal to get Atris here, I guess. In the early days, the moiety seeking an escape from Riven briefly pursued the idea of reopening the fissure. They discovered a small mechanical stop to prevent the scope from hitting the portal window. Ultimately, however, they decided against opening it. I hate to think what would have happened to them if they had not left it alone. I've instructed them to stay away from it. I'm almost certain that, with the decayed state of the islands, opening the fissure would be disastrous. I have heard that it is in the days immediately following Gen's confinement on Riven, he attempted to determine the feasibility of navigating the stars beneath the fissure, for he had seen the mist book fall from Atris's hands into that very same space. To this end, he would have people, alleged transgressors of the law, thrown into it so that he could observe their fate. The telescope, which still stands there, is one he had built for these callous experiments. It is said that they did not die, but what became of them remains a mystery. It appears that the limits of Gen's optics prevented him from learning their fate. The star field beneath the fissure is not as it seems. It is a gentle space, as hospitable to life as a flowing river. This is how Atris explained it after he had fallen into it, but much more than that we've never understood, and we were never able to conclude upon its origins, but the visions tell me that it was born out of the will of the Maker, perhaps for some greater purpose that we cannot yet understand. I still remember Atris's words from his journal. I realized the moment I fell into the fissure that the book would not be destroyed as I had planned. It continued falling into that starry expanse. That is the That's the phrase you hear at the start of Mist, right? I realized the moment I fell into the fissure that the book would not be destroyed as I'd planned. Almost certain of it. There must be some greater reason behind it. I neglected to mention it earlier. The unique shape of one of the great daggers which appeared during the escape from Riven, the very design that stands vertically at one end of the Atrawas one, has been adopted by the moiety as the symbol of their cause. As you said. You memorized the entire opening. Nice. It is a sacred symbol for them. It is the representation of all of their doctrine and their representation of me. To deface the symbol is sacrilege. They have their mythical explanation regarding its sudden origins. I haven't told them that I wrote it into this age along with all the other daggers. It's strange how such a young religion can be so unbending, even to their own god. I have tried to dissuade them of the notion that symbols contain so much power. The enemy uses this something against them. They are fearful of Gen's symbol and are terrified by his symbol's use of the were. But they don't want to hear this from me. Perhaps my attempts have even caused some of the younger members of the moiety to doubt that I am Catherine. My rare encounters with these who say they follow Gen have been discouraging. I have hoped to have some communication with the surface villagers, but they always flee from me. Like they do with me. I guess they just flee from everybody they don't know. But I have heard news of some of the villagers' beliefs regarding Gen. Soon after we trapped Gen on Riven, he claimed that he was responsible for the daggers, placing them around the island as a reminder of their failure. I'm the village I In the village circles, it is told that this was a punitive act performed by Gen to mark the beginning of a period of restitution, at the end of which, if they have proven their devotion to him, they will be delivered unto a new and better existence. I will continue to try to reach them. The door is open. The door is open and Gen is free? Gen has the ability to create working books. In fact, he had written one age before I arrived, but has kept this accomplishment so well hidden that only his closest ministers were aware until now. I'm not sure. Perhaps he has written others. Other news. A few years ago, before the moiety were forced into hiding, one of them managed to steal what appeared to be a test book that Gen had intended to destroy. It had been partially written, but did not work. They didn't tell me about it until now because they thought it was useless. Back then, none of Gen's books worked, but instead of connecting the problem at its source, he blamed it on the impure wood of the Riven forest and proceeded to engineer a cumbersome mechanical remedy, a complex series of domes, to heal his book's inherent flaws. So, are they the big gold dome? But there's lots of them. Is there more than one dome? Oh wait, it's the little spinny domes with the books in, obviously. One of the consequences of this crude solution, however, is that the domes demanded huge amounts of energy, and the related problems delayed his success for quite some time. At last, however, he finished his work and was finally able to link to an age, but he kept his success extremely well hidden. However, for some reason or another, belligerent pride, he has made modifications to the domes which made it obvious that he is using the domes to breathe life into his half-used books. Perhaps he means to lure us into using the books in the domes. He can't believe that we would blindly swallow the suicidal text. But he wouldn't know that we have one of his books, the stolen burnt book. There is a possibility of have read burnt book. Age it depicts would be unsuitable as new home for the moiety must be modified. I will dream. Have requested a group to solve combination that will open the domes. Once open, we can power the burnt book. I do not think Gen will interfere. He will take the bait. Leave the bait. Have begun writing the moiety's age. Now must acquire second book from Gen. There is tension. A strain blurs my vision. And nightmares. Nella and Gati stay close. Oh, this is a long journal. Much has happened. Almost everything is prepared. We've stolen another book, but I'm concerned Gen will miss it. We have also discovered the combinations for entering the domes, but we have not discovered the method for powering them. By powering Burnt Book with Gen's domes, we will be able to link to this age, but we will only have access to the domes for a short time before we are discovered. Therefore, we can only use the domes once. I must find another way to make the books work. The gateway images in Gen's books and our Burnt Book all seem to share the same sickness. If they are not powered, the images are blank. It might be possible to clear the vision with only will write substance into the moiety age. Wait, is that where we are now? So we're in the moiety age. We're not. Yeah, we're not in Riven. We went through a book. We're in a different age. Got it. All is ready. Now all we can do is wait for word from the Moietian Gusk, who are on the lookout for Gen to power and use the domes. When he does that, we will have access to one of Gen's domes just long enough. After linking to the age which I've written, I only have to locate the book window substance and refine or adapt it. Laying this window over the gateway image should heal the book and make them work. This will allow me to use the second stolen book and return to Riven with more of the book windows. We will then no longer have to rely on Gen's clumsy domes. I wish at these plans. Laughed? I laugh at these plans. I sound like Atris. I'm risking my life, but I feel no fear, only anxiety. Perhaps it is the something of my nightmares. The fissure, like a great wound, is opened. It stains the riven soil with blood. I hold the mighty knife. The voices grow so loud. For their part, the mighty have complete faith that I will accomplish my task and lead them to a better world. It is the fulfillment of their prophecy, but they are also fearful and tense. I don't know what they will think or do if I fail. It is done. It seems too good to be true. I feel like it's still a dream. We have already evacuated all of the moiety to this new age. It is beautiful and I am pleased. At last, my people will live in safety and comfort. They stand under the bare sky, unafraid and dappled by their freedom. They are happy. They have named it Tay. There's still much to be done. We are not protected yet. The only way to completely safeguard this place is to destroy the book which links to here from Riven. But I do not even know how to bring this up to the moiety. They will be extremely reluctant about destroying their only link to Riven. I share this hesitation. I would be cutting off my only connection, but for their sake it must be done. I am anxious to know if our activities have aroused Gen's suspicions. If so, we must act quickly. Even so, I feel that now we are impregnable. Tomorrow I will return to Riven to see Gen's reaction for myself, but tonight I finally rest. Okay, that was a lot. Hey Tada, how's it going, buddy? The rift between Atris and Gen revolves largely around the view they view themselves in relation to the linking books they write. Atris believes the ages already exist and he's simply writing a connection to it. Gen believes he's creating ages and everything in them, including the people, so he's got a bit of a god complex. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. Is there What?
Usira po. Ibuko mo buko wisipo.
Hello again.
Na vene. Tapo mo revene beno. Now, Katerina ne. Wisifa polo yai sepe yai.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, it was a very tough read. Like, harder than the other books in the game, honestly. But I don't know if it's because I'm using a different monitor. Maybe the other ones are just as hard, actually. Yeah, I was going to ask, is there any like lore accuracy around which one's true? Whether they're I mean, I guess they're linking books, right? So they're ages that already exist and they're being linked to, or is that just the name they're given and they are actually being created? It'd be interesting to know if there's actual lore around which one's true. Is that taking me back, I guess? Can I escape, though? Is there anything else to do here? Oh, there's a dude over there. Who doesn't do anything. You lean towards Atrus's interpretation. No official stance from Cyan. Oh, that makes sense. Bit of mystery, I suppose. Like I say, the fact that they're called linking books probably makes me lean towards that as well. And it begs the question, when they're writing the books, he says he's writing the people, but do they actually write the people into it, I wonder? Because if you're just writing, like, code into another world, and you're not writing people specifically, then they must already exist. But who knows, really? Okay. What was this book? I don't want to touch it. I'm going to save. It does take you somewhere. Okay, I'm going to touch it. Oh. Hello. Shoot me, son of a bitch. Wait, what did you shoot me with?
Forgive me. I don't believe we've met. I am Gan, and you must be the one whom Atrus sent to trap me. I don't know where you got the brilliant idea to trap yourself in the book, but I must tell you that I am quite disappointed that it is you and not Atrus who must now pay the price for this foolishness. My one wish before I die would be to see him finally assume some responsibility for his actions. Perhaps it will happen one day.
Of course it was the fucking prison book, she told me. Oh well. Yeah, whoops. I feel like I get really good at connecting the dots on some things, and other times I'm just an idiot. Oh well. Well, that was Riven, guys. Very sad ending, as you can see. And now your punishment is sitting through all the credits before you can load a save. Yeah, is it not letting me skip? I do like to watch the credits at the end of a game and let them let them play out, especially when I'm streaming, but maybe not when I'm halfway through a stream. I feel like there's a lot more people worked on this game than Myst, though. The last few games Science put out, you're in the credits. Oh, that's cool. Which games, Trumpet? And yeah, I guess it makes sense that clearly a much bigger budget in this game. I mean, clearly these credits are significantly longer than Mist's. Abduction and Firmament. I think I've got Abduction as part of the bundle I was talking about earlier. I don't think I've got Firmament. Is that fairly new? When was that one released? I'm sure that one wasn't part of the bundle I got. A few months ago. Okay, yeah, definitely won't have been part of the bundle. Well, that's another one to add to the list. The Cyan team, your efforts have been superhuman. Thank you for caring about this project. Wait, did they do thanks, special thanks, extra special thanks, and extra special thanks? I like it. Okay, where were we? So that was a bit of an info dump. We've got the code to the star fissure, which I'm certain. I really want to go and open it now, but I feel like I'm just going to have to sit through the credits again because it's going to be another bad ending. So I'm just going to make a note for myself. Star fissure. Last. Which is that code. So what other puzzles have I got? There's the books inside the domes. Yeah, it's the books inside the domes I need to figure out. Although now that I've figured out how numbers work... I don't think I've figured out how numbers work actually, because there is a code in the journal, and I think I need to go back to Gen's office to try and figure out... Can I go this way? I need to try and figure out if I wrote it down wrong. No. Where do I go? Oh, here we go. Oh no, this is just the stupid submarine, wasn't it? Like, I think this is a glitch. The last time I played, someone said that this was a glitch, because it should be over there. My submarine's supposed to be at the bottom of that, like, cage thing over there. But it stops, like, I go up the little rope swing up here, and then it doesn't let me back down again, and I have to come back here to release the submarine. Which doesn't feel right to me. But, never mind. Let's keep going. Yeah, you're right. The locals need to get around too. I'm treating this like Mist, where there was no one around other than Malakar and whatever the other dude was called in the books, and Atris. Right, I need to try and remember where some of the spinny domes were. Not that way. Maybe that way? Oh no, I don't want to go to the spinny domes. I want to go to the dude's office. That's right. Let's go back to his office. Dun, 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 dun. No. You're going to buy a new computer just to play Firmament on day one of its release, but life happened, so I watched some parts of stream and determined it wasn't good enough for a new computer purchase. Oh really? You're not a fan, Tana, of the new game? Which one? Where? Which one was your journal? I know it's around here somewhere. Here we go. Firmament's disappointing. Wasn't on par with Cyan's other games. That's a shame. That's a shame. I mean, I'll probably still play it, let's be honest. Right, let's flip. Yeah, you see, these look like numbers. Like, we've deduced that that thing there is a number 4. So I'm guessing each of these boxes is a number. That's... Unless it's 44. But why the line through it? So I have wrote that down. 44. Okay, let's assume that that's 44. Because there's a line through this one as well, and that'd be 48. No. Wait. Wait. A line through... A line through a number 3 is an 8. So... So that's not going to be 44. Line through it must mean so that's something 8. But then it's got an RD. Right? 8'ed age. The 48'ed age. Doesn't make any sense. Not base 10. Sounds like a cryptic clue. Okay, I got this. I can figure this out. Well, I guess first of all, do I need to understand these numbers? Why does he write normal numbers here and then pretend numbers down here? That's what I want to know. There's the big knife that he's pretending is his symbol. Yeah, it's this one. Like, right. Due to the rebels' continued disturbances, they've decided to install a coded access system into all of the domes, which must be the sliding puzzles with the books in. But so if that's an 8, I've got no idea. And that, and that, and an X, or A straight line is a 5, and that's a 3. So is that 5 and 3, which makes 8? So you combine numbers to get... which would make that 5 and 99th age. And then 97th, 8th, and 98th age. But there he says 5th age. It's like, how many ages has he done if that's right? Cyan loves to mess with the audience. If you've got 1 to 10 from the classroom, you've got all the info you need to solve the rest of the numbers. I do have 1 to 10. Well, actually, I got 1 to 10 except for 4. 4 just never appeared, but then I figured out that the eyes were clearly 1, 2, 3, and 5, so the last symbol was a 4, I guessed, which was like this thing, but without the horizontal line through it. Which I think worked because I solved the animal puzzle. Okay, so if I know 1 to 10, you're saying that I can figure this out. Then we're going to sit here. We're going to sit here and figure it out. By the way, Trumpet, when I was saying earlier that I spent 2 hours on the spinny door room until someone in chat told me to go away because I'd seen everything and stop wasting time, that was that was Tadar that did that. Right. I know 1 to 10. I know that that is 8. Wait. Yeah. That is 8. That is... So if that's 3, if you move it 90 degrees, it's, I don't know, 30? Well, it can't be. The ticks on the puzzle only go up to 25, right? So I know my limit's 25. I can't go higher than 25. Almost certain of it, if I can remember what I counted. Yeah, you did let me suffer for a while, to be fair. It was my own fault, though. You kept telling me to map the rooms, and I refused. Although the other guy, Vertron, I think he was called, told me to brute force it. So... Right, so we have a 6, which I guess if you're rotating these things by 90 degrees, a 6 can't ever be multiplied or increased or whatever, I guess. There's nothing in the games you have to brute force, there's always a solution. Oh yeah, 100%. I'm not disputing that at all. Like, I know that there were the scarab beetles in the room that you could go in and have a look at to see which room you would be looking into, I guess. I was just too confused, I think, to even begin to map it out. So I just pushed buttons until a new passageway opened, basically. Right, you're saying it's not base 10, which I guess you mean... So if we're increasing things by not 10, and it can only go to 25. Let's say we increase things by 5. So if that was 3, well no, because that's not going to be 8, is it? We already have 8. Or do you times it? Five times 3, 15? Is that 15 then? But I don't think it can be because we only go to 25 and that looks insane. Because if we were saying that was 15, that'd be... Oh wait, 15 plus 2, that could be 17. So maybe... Just make a note of these. 17? But then... so that'd be... So is that and that? So 15... 6, 18? And I don't know what this one would be. An X. It can't be that, it can't be that, it can't be that. Oh, is that right though? Because 5, if you do it to the 5, it turns into a 1. Brute Force is a superhero, not a game mechanism. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Right, 1 is a line down it. And if you... Oh, yeah, of course. So 5 is just a 1 turned. Which, so if we turn that, then... So hang on, 1 times 5 would be 5, yeah. So that's 3 times 5, 15. 7. Okay, this might be right. I'm just not sure what this last one would be then. Because I'm like... Well, it can't be 10, right? And if you're multiplying it by 5... Or do they go higher? Or am I missing a number? I've got 1, 2, 3. 4 is the one that we guessed based on the symbols on the eyes. 5. Yeah, and then 6 is just 5 and 1. 7 is 5 and 2. Okay, I get that. Where does the X come from, though? Okay, the last one is an X. Let's go find a dome and figure out how many ticks there are, because I think it's 25. This is not the way. I think it was... Oh wait, was this... Oh no, yeah, I did stop this one. So what's that? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, it's definitely only 25. So if we say... That's the end. That one was 18. 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 17, 15, and 8. Oh, it was 25. Okay. Wait, how was that 25 though? Okay. Do a save. I've learned not to trust strange books. I don't go in here, right? It's blank. I probably can't. I'm gonna try it. Okay. 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 What did Catherine's journal say? Oh, I need to power them, of course. Right, so I guess I just leave them. So... okay. Great job on the numbers. Thank you, Tada. I am quite proud of myself. Although I still can't figure out why an X is 25. I just put it to the end because just to get it out of the way because I knew what the other numbers were. I was, between you and me, going to brute force the last 5 digits just to see. Okay. Okay. So do we have to do that with all of them then, I guess? Or have I not done some? Is there something I was supposed to do here? Or do we have to power them first? And if we were going to power them, I needed to figure out, right, there was this thing behind here. Right, back to the old notepad. It's getting quite dark. Let's add some mood lighting, I suppose. You would have run out of number symbol combinations at 24. Okay, that makes sense. So 25 was the only one I couldn't have figured out. Cool. Right. Right. Let me close this blind, actually. Right, I feel like we're getting somewhere. There's also... these things give me a weird symbol. And they match what Gen said in his journal. I'm just going to double check what he said in his journal because I wrote the symbols down. But I can't remember what they were for. And I'm hoping that, you know, being the nice guy that Gen is, he's very clearly explained it to me. I think it was his journal anyway. There's another number. 98th. No. Yeah, 98th, I'm guessing. Here. I'm still attempting to determine how the Dunny I was calling them Onis in in Catherine's journal. The goddamn handwriting. I'm still attempting to determine how the Dunny color symbology reflects this superior design principle. Although superficially it is based on a 6-color system, I am convinced that there has to be a deeper connection to 5. I will continue to investigate. Oh, yeah. He was talking about the relevance of the number 5. I remember. Which I guess is the whole, like, how you figure out the Route 5 number system when you don't have people on stream giving you hints. Right, so I have those eyeball symbols, and I'm pretty sure I've found a couple of them already, because they're the same symbols that appear when you stop the spinning orbs. So I've got this one, which was at the paper factory, I'm going to call it. Where all of the boiling, the big boiler thing that we had to turn off was. In fact, I think it's this island where his office is. And then there was this one, the first one, at the village. Now I'm guessing there's one on every island. So I guess that's the next thing. Go to the other islands and find the spinny orb. Yeah, let's go do that. You love Riven, such a masterpiece. Yeah, very good game. I'm enjoying it a lot. I love Myst for the nostalgia, I love Riven for the puzzles, and I love Uru for the immersion and nostalgia. Myst was an interesting experience, I'll say. I think what these games do really well is not like signpost the hints to you like modern games do. You know, you have to actually live in the world to understand it. The puzzles, lore, and environments are well integrated into each other. Yeah, 100%. I would appreciate if they could learn how to write a little bit more clearly. Right. I can't remember where this one takes us. It took us to... Yeah, which island was this? Oh yeah, I remember this place. Cyan's actively working on a remake of Riven. Are they really? I had not heard that. Although I guess it... Actually, maybe someone mentioned it in one of my earlier streams of this game. And I just forgot. Because they did Myst a couple of years ago, didn't they? So I guess it makes sense. Because my plan is to get through the old ones, right? And then play the new ones with all of the kind of modern interfaces. Because I think the modern Myst isn't click through static screens like this. I'm pretty sure it lets you wander freeform. 2021. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've got this puzzle that I need to try and figure out. Like, you click this button, it makes a blobby water. Now, my guess is, these are the 5 islands. I just don't know what it means. And I'm guessing that because of this weird thing in here. Like, but I don't know what it's for. Oh, I can rotate it. I didn't know that. But it looks like, you know, ordnance survey of, I'm guessing, whatever island I press on here. What it's for, I have no idea. So hang on, is there even a... Oh, there is. It's over there. Oh wait, that's the thing that's supposed to tell me what the eyeball symbol's supposed to do. New Riven may be years away. Think positive thoughts. Wait, 7 years between abduction and firmament. Yeah, we all know how much you enjoy firmament today. So I guess we need to fix... We need to fix this? How do you fix it? Like, personally, I'd probably just bend it a bit and point it in the right direction. Okay, so there's a question mark on, what would you call this island? Map island. And the book mentioned colours as well, and these aren't telling us anything to do with colours. Okay, let's go find the other two. Wait, what was in the... I'm just going to go through this door real quick, because I can't remember where this came out at. Oh! This is the where we found the fish symbol. I think. Wait, was it? Yeah. So I think we're done here. Let's just double check. Yes, gave me a viewport. Yeah, that's where we found the fish symbol. And everything else looks a little bit useless. And a random room. And then the other one. I don't think that the other one actually helped us very much. Oh wait, no, it did. This is what called the whale. That's right. That's right. I remember. So is that it? Oh, hang on a minute. These are the same symbols. So you turn on all lights. You turn on all lights. You turn on all lights. Wait a minute. They're all different colors. Okay. You bought a new laptop for abduction. Nice. Okay, so that is the symbol we've got for what I call paper factory. When you press it, nothing happens. But why? Why do all the others? So what do I have for the village? That one's the village. Why are you being so aggressive? So that just summons something. It just summons the whale. Okay. So let's be sensible and just make a note of these. So that one doesn't do anything. That one is a blue light. That one's a green light. That's yellow. But that's the same... Oh no, there is that symbol as well. That's orange. This one summoned the monster. Or didn't do anything. Okay, that's all of them. Question mark, question mark. I don't know what map island is. And then there's blue light, green light, yellow light, orange light. Okay. Okay. Hang on, what does that button do? Oh, lets me out. Perfect. So I still need... Hang on, what are the other islands? There's the village. There's the village, which I'm pretty sure is the same island as the paper factory, right? Can't tell if it's crashed or... There we go. And before... No, that's it. Right, where have you brought me to? Oh yeah, this is... Oh, he's just sounding his alarm again. He's not a fan of me. This must be the forest. What did this thing do? What? Let's, I can't remember using this thing. But maybe I did. Oh, yeah. Okay, this is what we use to raise, to lower that platform. I remember. Never mind. We don't need to be in here. I guess. Wait, where does that go? I was going to say, I guess we can do this. I'm assuming it's the same configuration actually. So 25, 18, 17, 15, and 8. Right. Right. Uh, so this must be the village one. God, where was the viewport though? I feel like... Oh, over there. This must be what I'm calling the village. Hey, Wanadran, good to see you, buddy. Great choice of game, I would agree with you. However much I'm struggling with it. I wander around like a buffoon. Right, I think we'll just start this going and stop it again. Just to make sure I'm getting this. So yeah, I'm calling that one the weird like snake eye thing. Village in jungle, I guess. And the button underwater summoned a whale. So if there's a colour related to it, we don't know what that is. Oh yeah, of course. This takes us to the... Hang on. That means there's one that we've missed, right? Oh no, I'm lost. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. This way. So if we go back to the first island, if my theory is correct, there must be one of the spinny things on here. Somewhere. Oh, please don't tell me it's in the spinny rooms. I can go further down, Wanadran. Where do you mean? At the moment, I'm looking for more of the spinny, like the domes with the books inside. I have a feeling there's like one in each island, unless you mean around here. Oh yeah, we came from there, buddy. Before you joined the stream, I think. That's the weird room. I still don't know what it's used for. Okay. Let's investigate. If you were gonna be a spinny or this one doesn't have one because it's where the giant orb is, the giant globe. Maybe. Right, start at the very end. We already did this. Is there anywhere that obviously contains an orb? It's down here. I think maybe we can't... Maybe this one doesn't have one because it's where the giant orb is. So what would you call this island? There's Prison Island, there's Map Island, there's Village, There's paper maker, where the dude's office is, Gen's office. So what's the last island? Back along the path is an elevator. Paper maker's an island name I haven't heard before. Right, it's where he makes the paper, right? I'm guessing that's what the boiler's for. There's an elevator. Oh. I would have never, never found that. Thanks. Hooray! Okay. I mean, I might have found it eventually. So that's the circle with a dot in it. So this island is green. I still don't know what the colours or symbols mean though. Like, what's the point of them? Okay, so this is green. This is Prison Island. We're gonna call it. So I know there's one on Paper Maker. There's one on Village. There's one on Map. Right? There was one on Map Island. There's one on Prison Island. So there's another island I've not been to yet. God damn it. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to open all these. I'm just going to do it. What was it? 18, 17, 15 and 8. The game's all about the slow clicking. Yeah, I'm kind of getting that. I'm trying to be a lot more observant as I go through places, but anywhere I've been through a number of times, I kind of rush through. Especially if I've got a theory about something and I'm like heading to a specific place. Doing marbles. I'm doing like the spinny discs, I guess. At the moment, I'm just trying to find where all of these. I'm trying to find where all of the spinny these things are. So I've got a number of symbols now. Because according to the journal, these are the things that power the. What is the? Maybe the golden dome powers those. One of them powers the other. That's what I know. Did I just send it away? I can get higher up on the golden dome. From there, maybe? What are you? Not you. Right, what were you? No, that just stops me from going up though, doesn't it? Almost certain of it. What was that? Yeah, that's what powers this, but that doesn't help. That? No. Or on the other? No, it's not that. Here? Hey, Alan. How's it going, buddy? Oh, what do you mean it never ends? Oh, yeah. Oh, God. That's from the spinny room. Okay. Don't worry, I can do it. And I also just want to very quickly... Yeah, it was this. Right, these are the 5 islands based on that, based on the map island, I'm calling it. They look like the same thing, right? Right, okay. Um, wait, which way would it be? Let me just get my bearings a second. So I need to come through that way. So if I press this a couple of times. The upcoming marble puzzle has claimed many a streamer, so much rage quitting. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a quitter. My spending 2 hours pressing these buttons and spinning the rooms around earlier in the game attests to that. However, no spoilers for the solution, please. I need to try and figure this out for myself. I feel like I'm so close. Was it? Oh, god damn it. Okay, let's press this one. This feels like just like old times. Ugh. Hey, Tada, you promised me I was done with this room. I'm holding you personally accountable. Not good memories. Oh, when I say 2 hours, I mean, I think the stream was 3 hours and 2 of them were spent literally spinning this room around. Oh, now I've just lost my bearings. That's the problem. Let's go back to the start. Hey! Okay. Right. Be very observant. I found something that I would have missed. Undoing puzzles is fun. Yeah, I mean, sometimes more frustrating than doing them in the first place, right? Maybe I wasn't supposed to touch that thing that I just touched. Don't touch the thing. Stop fiddling with the knobs. Right. We have a very logical puzzle. I can tell exactly what this is. It's a 5x5 grid of 5x5 grids. Brilliant. And oh my god. Is this a real thing? The giant waffle maker, yeah. Right. Okay. Okay. So what do I know? Not a lot, unfortunately. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. 6 colours. Gen's journal mentioned 6 colours, but said he was certain it must be something to do with the number 5. So 5 islands, 5 domes, 6 colours. So either one of them's a red herring, or there's 2 domes on one of the islands. But if he's saying, but it's Gen, he's a liar. We already know this. Skittles have 6 colours. Taste the rainbow. Yeah. Yeah, can you just eat them? Is that how you solve the puzzle? You just eat them. Right. So Prison Island. But what's the point of the symbol? That's the question. So I know Prison Island is green, right? So that is definitely one of the marbles, for example. There's also a blue, a yellow, and an orange that I don't know. Map Island is the one with the broken viewport, so I don't know what symbol that relates to. And because I don't know the symbol, I can't know the colour. But it's green lime or apple. Maybe the red herring is the red one. I'm not going to fall for such tricks, ta-da. That would be way too simple. Although if you are saying that, then I feel like maybe maybe that's the answer. So orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. Nah. I don't think I've got the right info. Hang on a minute. Is this just the game graphics being weird, or are these shaped like this for a reason? There's like some very distinct dark lines in here. Hang on, that's an L. Are these related to um the islands? Maybe not. Luckily, I took a picture of this a few weeks ago. Look, clever me took a picture of the symbols. So are these related? I think they might be, actually. Right. Okay. The answer is I've got no idea, but it seems like I have to go back to the map place. That would be a big waffle. Well, I never know in the context of this game. I can't quite tell how big. Like maybe the marbles are tiny. Maybe it's a normal-sized waffle iron. No Indigo. Someone's never heard of Roy G. Biv. Roy G. Biv. You will not know if I'm serious or silly. He will once he solves it. Looks like that map thing you looked at. Yeah, Alan, that's what I'm thinking. I prefer Bobo Goobu. There is so much backtracking. Take pictures. Thank you for the hint. Right, okay, back we go then. Uh, the amount of times I do that, seriously. The real question is now, can I remember how to get to the map island? Oh yeah. Of course I can. I come up here. Watch this. Watch this. My mind is a compass. I go in here. We go down here to Gen's office. Turn around and close the doors. I'm just checking what was... Oh. Wait, maybe I couldn't have got here. Maybe I'm okay. I was like, have I just gone the long way around? Oh, it's a reference to another game. No worries, dude. I honestly have no idea what anyone's talking about right now. The passages behind the doors was such a horrible thing to try to figure out as a kid. Oh, I only figured it out by accident because I keep clicking on the doors to close them when I actually just want to walk through them. Very frustrating usually, but you can imagine my surprise the first time I noticed there was doors behind the doors. Right, here we go. And I'm pretty sure it was this way. Yeah. Right. So this is showing me all the islands. Oh, I should probably paid attention to what shape the islands are. Because I don't know. I'm guessing the little one's the one I've not been to yet. Most people find those by accident. Yeah, I figured so. I figured so. You look behind every door in real life now. That's that's probably gets awkward after a while. Ta-da. The waffle's the same. Yeah, that's why I came back here. I recognized the shapes. Okay, so is that picture? Does it explain which island's which, I guess? Oh, it must do. I guess the gold... Right. I'm talking and you obviously can't see what I'm talking about. So, my thought here is the gold line is the walkway. So, it's kind of giving you a hint at which island is which, but I've walked all the way back around and I don't know. So I might have to go back to figure out which island I'm actually referring to. Makes sense, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like that's the sensible thing to do. So back on here, which took me to Gen's office. Yeah, I need to go back to the... I need to go back to Prison Island. Or I guess Gold Dome Island is probably a better name for it, really. But no, screw it. It's Prison Island as far as I'm concerned. Right. There was a way back, I remember. Yeah. I'm missing something to do with Map Island. Okay, thanks for the tip. I am, however, still going to go back to the Star Island and just see if I can figure out which island relates to which direction. Because I think I'm going to need that, ultimately. Okay. Okay. Oh no, I don't want to mess with puzzles. Wait, I don't think I have to. Oh, what is wrong with me? I've just gone the long way around to get back to the marble puzzle after I literally saw that there was a shortcut to just get back to the bit that I need to get back to. Why do I do this to myself? I was so confident as well. No, guys, I know exactly where I need to go. By the way, I'm skipping through the cinematics of the travel because I've done it 100 times before. If anyone really feels the need to watch them, let me know. I'll happily let them play out. Right, here we go. Where was the thingy? Right, so that's our entrance in, right? So the island... Wait, I'm thinking about this wrong. How does that help? Because this dome's on one of the islands. Right? You come back down so I can just have a look at where you go. So if that one might be the village, I guess. The L shape went like... I'm not sure if I went to that one. I'm not sure this is helping. That's the one with the long walkway back to the prison, which I think was the um, one with Gen's office in. right? So L might be Gen's office or Papermaker Island. There's a teensy tiny island. Maybe that's the little one I've not been to. Oh, I wish there was somewhere I could get like a bird's eye view of... Wait, is there somewhere I can get a bird's eye view? We've been somewhere before. Where was it? There was somewhere where we went up quite high. It was in the village though. It might have just been the village I'm thinking of. That one looks like the biggest one with the hole. Was that not the village though? I thought that was that one. I might be thinking about this entirely the wrong way. Right, I've got the code for that now at least. You think that one's L, Alan? What I want to know is this counted as 2 islands? Or is this 1 island? I guess it's 1. It's two mountains, 1 island, right? Okay, I have a feeling. Wait, where did I come from? Before I do anything, I need to make sure that I put that thingy back. Because I will forget, and I'd be lost forever, basically. Right, I think I'm thinking about this the wrong way. But I do need to figure out which island's which. Sounds like a horrible internet video. Right, so if we've got the 5 islands, we've got... I'll start a new page of notes. How about that? I feel like I was doing so well. I did the number puzzle so fast. And the animal puzzle. It might be that one as well, Alan. There's 2 kind of L shapes. This is the center. I just feel like it's one of the islands. Yeah, Papermaker Island, Village Island, Map Island, Prison Island. And I think there's one... someone mentioned I hadn't been to the last one. I can't remember who it was. Which is fine. which is fine. I'll figure out a way. I'll get there. Unless the marble puzzle is the way to get to the last island. Yeah, sorry, Trumpet. Okay. Okay, let's think about this. Why can't someone just give me a map? I'm going to. Right. Yeah, I can't go that way. Let's just go back to the... Let's go back to the island. No. We'll figure something out. You have 3 exits on the diagram in gold, north, south, east. Yes. I think. Because they... north, east, and south, yeah. Because they represent the 3 exits that you can take from the big gold dome. I mean, the gold thing, the gold icon, that... All of that gold there has to represent the gold dome. 100%. 100%. It's just the which direction. Oh, ugh. I forgot to press the button. Describe Prison Island. It's that one with a giant gold dome on it. Okay, there was the starting prison bit. It's very mountainous. There's a spinny room with 5 exits, 5 walls. There's a bridge across to another island. Oh wait, yeah, you're right. I literally have pipes coming off Prison Island. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so Prison Island is different to the other 5 islands. Fuck. So there are 6, which means 6 marbles. So what's Gen talking about? The island with the giant gold dome is often called Temple Island. Okay, that might make a bit more sense, but I'm I'm probably gonna have to stick with Prison Island because it's what I've been calling it. And if I change the name now, I'm gonna struggle. Okay, this one was the weird structured island that we saw. I wish I could just turn like a normal person from over there. You asked why someone didn't give you a map when you had a whole island named after it. Well, I meant a map of all of the islands, right? Like a bird's eye view. Okay. Okay. I'm also going to draw these out. So I'm guessing this, yeah, it must be the representation of the current Earth because I'm guessing the big crack down the middle is to show that the island's destroying itself or whatever. My 5 CD set of Riven from 1997 came with a physical map of the whole island chain. Oh, really? You see, they knew that people would need it. What does the smallest island do? Well, it's not going to be Papermaker Island. It's not Prison Island. It could be this one, Map Island, or maybe not. Does the single go into a bigger one? Did the single go into the biggest one? What do you mean, Alan? But I couldn't take pictures of the screen instead of taking notes and making sketches. That's a very good point, Tadar. That is a very good point. That's fair enough. Okay, right, we've got a little blob on the tiny... Wait, can I do something? There we go. So I guess if we just... So I'm looking for something, right? I've got to look for something. The obvious thing is this, because it doesn't look natural. Yeah, it looks like a circle. Wait, is that the... Is this... Am I supposed to be looking... Hang on. Hang on. Right. Let's do that, because it's the next smallest. If I see another circle in here... The random hole seems usual. I still have a sketchbook of ribbon notes and drawings. Oh, nice. Waffle layout. Where to place the color. Yeah, I mean, it's a grid, right? So I guess this is showing me where the marbles go. Random holes seem unusual. Which random hole was it? That one. I don't know, does it? I don't think it looks like a sphere there. If I'm looking for domes, that's like the opposite. It's like a hole, right? Don't lose them. Oh, the marbles. Right. Okay, yeah, you're right. Let's try a different one. That one looks That's this island. Okay, I understand what you were saying now. I understand. It's showing me the islands. Because that's this one, right? He said with great confidence and then questioned it immediately. Yeah, yeah, map island. Okay, so I can use this to figure out which island's which. Cool, so this was the L. So I know L is map island. Okay, oops. So I guess can we use that to if I do that one more time, I'll keep doing it, honestly. God. So this is like... That was your dome. I did not see a dome. That one is the Fluid Island. Fluid Island. Okay, maybe I need to be a bit more observant. I don't think it's there. I can't remember which way I started from. Okay. Oh, that's the dome, right? So that shape. So if I'm looking for domes, I need to turn this to be the right way around. And then mark out the square and put an X on it. But I don't know which island this one is. So I'm not sure what island this one is. But I know where the dome is. Got it. And then... Okay, so the tiny 1.1. That's easy, because that's got to be just it. Oh no, wait, hang on. I'm thinking about this wrong. Because it's a 5x5 grid in this 5x5 grid, so I still need to know which part of it is it. Although I don't know which way is north. I guess it's the way it starts from. So this is a 5x5 grid of the 5x5 grid. Apparently I'm incapable of drawing 5x5 grids now. And it's like second in from the top. What's the square island? I don't know. It's not Paper Factory. It can't be the village. The village is too big. It can't be map because I already know that's the L. It can't be prison. Oh wait, they mentioned an island with the big tree on, right? Is it just a big tree? Is that what it's supposed to be? Like the world tree or I don't know, whatever. I'm sure Catherine's journal mentioned. I really don't want to read through this again, I'll be honest. I'm sure they mentioned something about the tree. Hmm. Right, I couldn't find anything on that one, that big one. I found... Was it this one that I found? No, it was the big one. Because I think I labeled that wrong as well. I think I only did one of the 5x5 grids. So I know that it's that one, right? But it's one down, two from the right. Maybe that one. Make sure you have this orientation correct before you record where the dome is. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, I did it right. That's one from the right, one down, I think. One from the right, one down. Yeah. Okay, so that's that one and that one. Let's try this one now. I don't even need to know. I don't even need to know which island's which. Okay, well this one's Prison Island. Yeah, dead giveaway, right? Where are you? Oh, he's up an elevator, right? So which side was the lift on? I guess that's the question. Can't be that side. So it can't be this side. Oh, it's it's there. I can see it. Jesus. Yeah, I just saw it. So this one goes this way, and it is the very top left, it looks like. The worst part about this, because I'm probably going to have to end the stream in a couple of minutes, and I'm flying back to England on Monday, and if I forget to take this notepad with me, I've got I've got to do this all again. Hooray! Okay, right, that one's done. Let's see if we can find one more quickly. Pictures. Yeah, you're right. I'll take some pictures, and I like handwriting the notes, so I'll take the pictures and then handwrite them back into a notepad when I get home, I think. Right, so this one, maybe it is that. I think Alan, you might be right. There's nothing else even remotely suspicious. This island is Square Island, right? It's got to be that thing. This one with the water in the middle. Which one's like a giant crater? Oh, the village? You're right, it is a big crater. Which one is the big crater though? Oh, Papermaker. Like Papermaker Island. That's got the big lake in the middle, right? But Village also does. Are there any with domes inside? Yeah, actually, on Papermaker Island, it's hidden in like a little alcove, isn't it? You have to go through that tunnel, where you can like split off to Gen's office. If you go the other direction, it's like in a little tunnel passageway thing there. So I think you can still see the sky. I think you can still see the sky. So maybe it is that one. I just can't remember what the orientation was supposed to be, so I'm going to reset it. So this one is top left of the main thing, and then one across, one up on the 5x5 grid. Catch you later, Wanderer. Good to see you, buddy. I think that is orientated. I think so. Right, that's all of those done. I can't stop hitting the escape button. So it's just the L. This is the only one I've not found. But I know where this one is, actually. I just need to see it. Is it that? Maybe? Oh, no, there it is. There it is. So it's far left, one down. Far left, one down. Cool. Okay. Okay. I think I've got all of the locations. I just need to know where the colours are. However, my girlfriend is back from horse riding, so I think I might have to call it a day there, I'm afraid. But thank you very much for watching, everyone. Remember to follow if you haven't already. Otherwise, my schedule... I did have it on holiday mode whilst I was in Norway, but I've turned it off because I've been streaming anyway. Saturday's stream is going to be cancelled because I'm flying up to Bergen. Fly back to England on Monday, so from Tuesday I should be back to normal. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Great progress, yeah. It's I don't know how much is left to go, but I feel like we're getting there. As far as I'm aware, right, this is going to power the books. I've got the prison book to capture Gen, so I guess I just need to know where Gen is. So I guess maybe Gen is on the last island, but how to capture him. And I've got the code to signal Atris. So I think we're nearly there. Maybe even next time. Maybe next stream we'll reach our dramatic conclusion. We'll see. We'll see. Thanks for the follow, Trumpet. Appreciate it, buddy. The next Riven stream will be next Thursday. I'll be back in England, so I'll try and keep it to the normal time rather than this weird timings that I've been doing whilst I've been in Norway. So I'm trying for kind of 6:30 p.m. We're not even going to be in summertime. I don't even know what time it is in England anymore. GMT. We'll be back to GMT. Through to 9:30. Another 3-hour stream. I should be done. I'm in Norway at the moment. I fly back to England on Monday. So it's whatever time it is now, -1. But yeah, I think that'll do. Thanks for watching, guys. Take it easy. Bye-bye.